Welcome to another round of Month in Data, in which we look at the numbers behind some of this month's trending stories. Microsoft is about to cut its global workforce by 3%. Only 1 month before the end of its fiscal year, the tech giant revealed a new workforce reduction despite reporting a 13% increase in quarterly revenue and an 18% increase in net income. Performance-based layoffs were already announced by the company in January, but this time the emphasis is on the reduction of what they say is unnecessary layers of management. Microsoft reported a global workforce of approximately 228,000 employees in full-time positions worldwide in its last financial report for 2024. As a result, this wave is likely to affect over 6,000 people from all teams, levels, and places. Layoffs in the tech industry are not exactly a recent development. In 2022 and 2023, the industry experienced some of its most significant waves of termination. The trend has slowed down in 2024, yes, but while advancements including AI innovation might boost the growth of big tech, they may also be the reason why jobs are being displaced across this market. In the United States, President Donald Trump marked his first 100 days in office, generating headlines in May. Trump has so far favored executive orders to get his agenda rolling, signing more orders in the first 100 days of his term than any other U.S. president in history, targeting areas such as federal government, tariffs, and diversity, equity, and inclusion, known as DEI. Tariffs stood out as one of the defining issues of recent weeks. Before they were imposed, the threat of tariffs caused a surge of imports as U.S. businesses tried to get ahead of their arrival, enough to actually contribute to a 0.3% contraction of the U.S. GDP in Q1 2025. The White House's close relationship with billionaire Elon Musk certainly dominated headlines in opening stages of the term. The Trump administration tasked Musk with leading the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short, to cut government spending they deemed wasteful. One of the most obvious cuts comes in the reduction of U.S. foreign aid, affecting many organizations and potentially millions of people worldwide. More recently, Elon Musk appears to have stepped to the sidelines as slumping Tesla's sales figures have been linked to his statements and behavior, including what many perceive to be a Nazi gesture. The souring of public support doesn't just affect Tesla, it is showing up around the world. In Canada, for example, the Conservative Party seemed on track for a certain victory, but a fear of a similar style of politics, combined with the Trump administration confirming they were serious about making Canada a U.S. state, seems to have turned the tide. The Liberal Party won the federal elections on the 28th of April, whereas only 16% of Canadians intended to vote for that party in December 2024, and a similar phenomenon played out in the Australian federal election. While Canadians and Australians turned away from conservative politics, it can't be said that every country displayed the same tendency. In Romania, the far-right candidate George Nicolae-Simeon received the largest share of votes in the first round of the Romanian presidential election. Even though he lost the second round on May 18th to the liberal candidate Nica Jordan, the early momentum is a sign of the rise in right-wing politics across Europe. In Germany, the Alternative für Deutschland, AfD, meaning Alternative for Germany, continues to gain support, despite German intelligence officially classifying the party as a right-wing extremist organization. According to a new report released in May, Global Report on Food Crises, 2024 was the sixth consecutive year in which the number of individuals facing high levels of acute food insecurity has risen, reaching more than 295 million people. This represents almost a quarter of the population of the 53 analyzed countries combined. The situation in another 19 nations, including Myanmar, Nigeria, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, deteriorated as well, primarily as a result of armed conflicts. The Strong's World Video Game Hall of Fame received several new inductees this month, with the likes of Defender, GoldenEye, and Quake receiving recognition. Tamagotchi was a standout among the inductions, recognizing the legacy of the iconic digital pet that first arrived on the scene in the 1990s. Now, Tamagotchi might not be the first thing that pops in your head when you think of video games, but its ability to straddle the toys and games market worth over $130 billion and the gaming industry valued in excess of $500 billion have helped cement its place. As of March 2024, Bandai had shipped close to 95 million Tamagotchi and first-gen Tamagotchi products combined, making it the second best-selling item in their lineup. And with the release of Tamagotchi-themed apparel, plush toys, plus a new Nintendo Switch game, fans old and new are likely to embrace this pixelated pet once again. So, that's it for another month. To find out more about these stories and countless others, head over to Statista.com and join us next time for another round of Month in Data.